battle, while we thought the battle of the pastors has come to an end, for Nonku and Lo are now having prayer sessions together. But these ladies decide to go lower than they've ever got. And I'm loving it. Then Sorisha's validation seems to be something the ladies of the show really need and really love to see. Then Sorisha is always giving us reasons to believe she's a producer of this reality TV show. Welcome back to this space. I am Noba, and on here I do movie reviews and reality TV shows conversations. And today it's nothing but a fun-filled review and recap of the 8th episode of the Real Housewives of Durban. If you're seeing my video for the very first time, bro, like this video and probably follow me so we can connect and always have that moment of conversations like this. So let us go straight into it. So the episode started back with the drama between Nonku and Angel, and it all went from 0 to 100. For me, I think I never kind of find anybody to be a cast where I think I want to pity because they both went low. Nonku, I felt like Angel's cry and the way she went all out trying to make Nonku look like a miserable person. For me, I feel like Angel's cry and all of that drama she brought to that episode was more of her feeling betrayed or feeling bad because she really needs Sorisha's validation. And Sorisha, who was supposed to be there to validate her and stand by her, choose to leave her. And if you guys know this season, Angel had been a cast on this show who will always, support other persons, come for Nonku, anything anti-Nonku, she's always there. So I think she felt bad. That is what I think, because you also called Nonku Gogo, which translates to a granny or something. So I feel like to the tit for tat something. She was even the one who go into the finances drama and saying Nonku don't pay for whatsoever she own or probably what she utilized. She just does the influencing things. So I feel like if you have to think of it, Nonku should be the person who should be throwing tantrums of being so bad and all of that, but Angel make it seem more about her. And according to my own perception, I might be wrong, she felt betrayed and she felt bad because she really needs Sorisha's validation, and Sorisha did not do that. And it is understandable because Sorisha, as a billionaire's wife, is huge. If she should come into that drama, it's not end well for her because people will say, yes, because she's rich. You know how it can be. I think everybody always have that issue. If you're poor, people will come for you. If you're rich, there's still some certain things you can't see because you're rich. People will always say you're using the rich privilege. So I really understand Sorisha's decision not to be in that kind of conversation. Moving on is Jojo having to cry. I don't know if probably this was Jojo's moment to probably get a storyline, or Jojo just felt like, oh, because of the kind of friendship I have with Nonku, I cannot be opinionated, I cannot be truthful, and I can't really have a voice. I have to blindly support her. I think the thing they've been doing for to one another, and if they want to redefine their friendship, it's something they really need to talk about and do. I think Jojo seems not to be in a safe space, rather she is in I don't know if I'll say, it does not seem like friendship, it just seems like a partnership where it does not really feel safe because she really have opinion that contrasts with Nonku, but she can't voice it just because she feels she feel probably should be left out and all of that. So I feel like probably Jojo needs to really have a voice of her own, stand by what she thinks she represents and what works well for her. And even if probably, yes, and I feel like Nonku is a manipulative friend, and that's a period. We are going to get into that, but as for now, let us go according to the flow. So Jojo also went on to visit Nonku, and Nonku decided not to, attend to her. Then she did discuss with Angel. So the part where I felt like Nonku is a manipulative friend is the fact that when she eventually decided to speak with Jojo, instead of her to take accountability, she went on with giving her an emotional blackmailing backstory about haven't been tried to be aborted and all of that. And I'm like, no, this is not accountability. This is just you trying to emotionally blackmail Jojo and get her back, which I feel like that point should have been the point where Jojo was supposed to be quite outspoken, or if probably she feels like, okay, this is a time where you're down and you're emotionally down, probably they still have that conversation and say, no, what you did, just take accountability, say you know you've done this wrong, and don't bring this kind of story into it. I feel like bringing the story about they tried to abort her twice was so irrelevant and just seemed like a way to, get Jojo back to her side using such an emotionally intriguing story. And that's it for me. So I feel like it's a manipulative move. Then Nonku apologized to Andile, and also I kind of understand that, and I love the fact that Andile really voiced what she think and how she perceive it, and reason why such comments get to her, and I like kudos for that. Nonku and Lo praying together. A part of me was like, how from where to where? I thought these two ladies are already like, no, we're not gonna talk. So how come are they now praying together? I felt like, okay, so let us see what this friendship will develop into. And in a matter of no time, they went back to the courthouse. So when they had to meet and probably address things, I was even thinking probably it would be well addressed. But these two are coming for one another. I think I really love that drama. I love the fact that Lo was able to come for Nonku to the fullest. Not as much as Nonku is condescending, Lo was also very condescending, and I love it. I love situations where people come for you, you're giving them back the way it is. I love it. I know some people might want to say probably Lo was being judgmental about Nonku using dildos and all of that. I felt like Nonku is condescending, and sometimes you really need to come for people like you come for them anyhow anyway. She also Nonku also made comment about Lo is a fake pastor and all that. So I think nobody should really try to come for any of these two or try to make any of these two look like a bad person. It's a tit for tat something. So I feel like they just wanted to be in that drama. They are not ready to move on. They're not ready to move on, and I feel like Lo is also very messy. And Lo is that kind of person that she's not going to do too much, but she is really eating those buttons that are so bad and painful. Then the mini drama, and where they came for Sorisha for bringing Londi, and I feel like Mini should be the last person to be to have so much opinion about that. And she went on saying Londi came for she wore, and Londi was being a mean girl. I was like, you were the first person who tried to get Londi's attention, and you did not try to get it at the very right way or the best way. I feel like Minnie is a cast on the show who loves drama and who will always want to get the spotlight on the show, and I feel like she decided to use Londi for a storyline. That is how I feel, because she was the one who felt like, oh, he invited. I think in that diary she was like, everybody will not farms Londi or whatever. So I feel like it's a thing that she's ready to like go to come for Londi. And Londi, she's not a very soft person. Londi will give it to you. I feel like Minnie is just a cast on the show who just wants drama, and she decides to want to be in that drama with Londi London. And that's how I feel. And I love the fact that Sorisha is not backing down. So she's like, oh, I love Londi, I'm going to bring her back. So probably I said, Sorisha is always giving us reason to believe she's the producer of the show. There was this part where she went on to say, yes, she loves Londi, and whenever she's ready to bring Londi back, she's going to bring her back. I'm like, yes, give it to us. It's giving producer vibe. She decides who comes to the show and who leaves the show. So I think, yeah, then Minnie comes for Londi and Zeus Cowdies. So I think that is everything I'll discuss for this episode of The Real Housewives of Durban, Season 5, Episode 8.